So this video is going to be a bit of a departure from the pantry challenge I've been working on. I took a trip home, so I'm just going to show you all the things that I ate and enjoyed while visiting Louisiana and just kind of taking a break from the regularly scheduled pantry challenge. So our family had a funeral to attend to right when I got there, and someone was kind enough to bring us some yummy food from Nunu's in Youngsville. So we were able to have food and not have to worry about what we were going to eat. It was so good. We had jambalaya, and this is the jambalaya, and then we also had this yummy salad with these little potato sticks that were used kind of in the place of croutons. It was actually a really delicious add-on to the salad. I enjoyed it, and it came with some strawberry vinaigrette. Here's the plate. We had some fruit to go along with it. It was really good, and it was really nice of I think it was the church that did it to help us out so we didn't have to worry about what we were going to eat. This is the garlic bread that went along with it. Also delicious. I didn't get a picture of it when we cut into it, but we devoured it, so there wasn't much left. I was able to visit Rod's Grocery in Church Point. This is a place where I would go often when I worked in Church Point in the past, and I'd always get this fruit, and I've missed it so much because I can't find the fresh cantaloupe here in Seattle that we had in Louisiana. And I'd always get a sandwich, and then I'd get some cantaloupe and cucumber to go with it. So they just have good, simple sandwiches. It was a really cheap meal that you could get on the go when you didn't pack your meals. And so I revisited it while I was in Church Point, and I enjoyed it. Kind of a walk down memory lane as well. And I got the cucumbers. I'd always pick up a container of cucumbers. I'd have the cantaloupe and cucumbers as my afternoon snack every day. So good, so simple, so fresh. One of my favorites. While I was there, I visited a friend and they made steak for us. Her husband reverse seared it. It was really good. I haven't had juicy steak like that in a long time. And I don't know how to make steak, so whenever someone offers to make it for me, I take them up on it. Of course, it wouldn't be a Louisiana visit without a Louisiana thunderstorm, so I just captured some of it on video so that you could have the experience of a late night thunderstorm. While there, my mom made her favorite blueberry grits that she loves to make. I'm more of a salty grits person, but it was good to try something different, and it was definitely worth it. We took a day to do some sightseeing. Even though I grew up in Louisiana, I haven't visited all the places nearby. This is the Delcombe Bridge. I guess this is where the shrimp boats kind of reside when they're not being used. Picked up some boudin along the way. Gotta have boudin while you're in Louisiana. We took a drive out to Sycamore Point, which leads into the Gulf of Mexico. I grew up near here and I visited a few times, but it was good to go as an adult and just kind of see it with different eyes. This here is the marshy area that leads into Sycamore Point. We went out to the Rip Van Winkle Gardens and enjoyed watching the peacock there strut his stuff. And of course, you can't visit Louisiana without trying some pralines. This is the Aunt Sally's brand that I got at the little gift shop. This is a chocolate praline, which I'd never had before. Not as good as homemade pralines, but still pretty good. We made homemade French fries one night to go along with some homemade burgers. Both were delicious. Here we are soaking the potatoes as we prepare to cook them so they don't start browning. We made our own burger patties. Here they are. My mom's showing them off there. They were so good. We cooked them in a pan. And here we are heating up the oil for the potatoes. Of course, you gotta have your hamburger on some good old-fashioned Evangeline-made sandwich bread. The fries turned out so good. I love fresh French fries, homemade or from a restaurant. It's just one of my favorites. And of course, community coffee. Anytime I see it when I'm in Louisiana, I scoop it up. I can't get community coffee in Seattle unless I order it, which I'll probably do. I'll probably make an order and order some community coffee, but it's always so good and it just reminds me of home. And of course, Cain's chicken. I always come here when I come to Louisiana. This place just reminds me of my college years, coming out here with friends and enjoying some good, simple fried chicken strips with sweet tea and some Texas toast. Gotta soak up the sunshine while I can. Sunny weather's coming to Seattle soon, but I'm gonna soak it up here in Louisiana while I got it. Had breakfast one morning with a friend at Cajun's. This was our breakfast place back in the day where we'd come every Sunday morning and get breakfast. Of course, you gotta have your beignets while you're in Louisiana. I often get asked about what a beignet is, how it's different from a donut. So here it is. Here's a little image of it for you. And crawfish étouffée. My stepdad made crawfish étouffée one day. I did make a video about this recipe, so you can check the link down below for kind of a step-by-step of how to make it. But this is just one of our favorite Louisiana dishes, and it was really good to enjoy it at home this time. And my mom made some banana bread with some very ripe bananas that needed to be used up. So that was another delicious treat that we had towards the end of my stay. Made it out to Duffy's Diner in New Iberia for their famous chili dog on French bread that I loved so much when I was growing up. And the crowning meal of the whole week, da-da-da-da, boiled crawfish. We made it out to New Iberia again for boiled crawfish at Jane's. So it was really good. I hadn't had boiled crawfish in a while. We also got boiled crabs to go with it. So we enjoyed both dishes. I hadn't had crabs in a while. I needed to be refreshed on how to make it. I'd only had it like once or twice. It's really good, but it's just a lot of work. So I'll stick to the crawfish myself. Thanks for watching my Louisiana adventures. I'll be back filming next week at home in Seattle. My pantry challenge, trying to use up everything I have so that I can fill my pantry, fridge, and freezer with the food that I want. But I enjoyed this Louisiana visit, and I'm glad I got to come home and see everybody again.